This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Bowl season rolls on with the Boca Raton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bobcats offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you gotta love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So,
there he goes. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
you could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Good, solid tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Cowboys offense will now get its first chance with the football. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Green. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Makes his man miss. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
on the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Spits it out to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a catch! Just beat the defender. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Hawkins. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
The Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground with the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. And there might have been trouble. Try to turn, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still, oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game, and one of the biggest reasons why.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. They go to the counter, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keep. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.